He willingly became a villainous streamer reviled by the entire internet, yet every penny he earned was used to pay for his sister's medical bills. But a month ago, his live stream suddenly stopped. The whole internet speculated he'd been arrested, yet no one knew he spent every day talking to his sister wholeheartedly, and even fewer knew his sister had actually passed away a month prior. Still, he never stopped messaging her chat window. Until that night, a figure wielding a massive hammer burst in. Jack thought he was facing a murderer, but the man's target was none other than his phone. He grabbed the phone and fled outside, but before he could call the police, the man was already on his heels. Fortunately, Jack was born with immense strength. Even against an armed attacker, he could hold his own. But the next second, the man spoke up, reciting Jack's identity and his past crimes with pinpoint accuracy. Jack dropped to his knees at once and apologized. He thought the man was a relative of someone he'd hurt, come for revenge. He admitted he'd stopped his wicked deeds, willing to bear any retribution. He only begged the man to spare his phone, for it was his only connection to his sister. But the man straight up exposed the truth. His sister had died a month ago. So who was on the other end of the phone? Jack couldn't deny it. His sister had indeed been pronounced dead a month earlier. Unable to accept the reality, he'd even dared not attend her funeral. After that, he'd halted all his live streams, speaking only to his sister's account every day. He'd only meant to pour out his longing for her, yet unexpectedly, he'd gotten a reply that day. The person on the other end spoke in exactly his sister's tone, and she knew every past memory he'd shared with his sister. Jack was utterly convinced it was his real sister. Just then, his sister's voice suddenly came from the phone, and her image flickered to life on the screen. Unfathomable as it was, his sister seemed to truly live within the data. But the next second, the man swung his hammer and sent the phone flying, then brought it crashing down with all his might, determined to destroy it completely. Yet something bizarre happened. The hammer was stopped midair by an invisible force, and at the same time, his sister's image materialized in the real world. Watching this, tears streamed down Jack's face uncontrollably, but in the blink of an eye, blood seeped from her eyes, her body twisted horribly, and she finally transformed into a monster. It turns out ghosts exist in this world, lingering always by the side of those with the deepest obsessions, and as time changes, that obsession has even spread into cell phones. These spirits that take form through social media accounts are called keggo. Once a keggo manifests in the real world, physical weapons become completely useless. Jimmy set down his hammer and pulled out his phone instead, for to defeat a digitized ghost, one must use a digitized weapon. In the next moment, he struck the sister's head with blow after blow of his hammer, then unleashed his ultimate move, Righteous Gang Up. For a moment, the sister was beaten motionless, yet just as he prepared to land the final strike, the sister cried out, "Brother." Jack rushed forward at once to stop him, unable to bear watching his sister die a second time. Seizing the chance, the keggo broke free from its bonds and escaped the phone.